I have some people that are just getting off work at 5, and it's like 5 o'clock traffic, so they are running to get here. But we only have 8 people in the class. But this will be recorded so the people that come later will be able to attend as well.
Yeah, I left like 5 minutes early so I can be on time.
That's how life is right now. Are you
Hello?
back, Destiny?
I'm like,
Yes.
and I done prayed, and then I'm like, what happened?
We didn't hear none of it. You were
Oh,
completely on pause.
can y'all see me?
I can see and hear you now.
Oh, okay. So, Father, we just thank you for this day that you have made. We will rejoice. We thank you that we were able to rejoice and be glad in this day. Lord, I just thank you for this course that we are able to be a part of. And thank you for the leader who is leading, giving us guidance, wisdom, and insight on how to build our natural gifts, talents, and abilities. Lord, we ask you to come into these classes, Father, and give each of us wisdom and clarity about the thing that you want us to do concerning the assignment that you have for us so that we can build up the kingdom and be excellent in every way, representing you and representing this wild organization. We ask that you have your way in this course and in our lives. In Jesus' name, I pray. Amen.
Amen and amen. So I am so glad that everyone that's on the Zoom right now, they were able to make it. We are going to go ahead and dive in. And Destiny, I'm going to use you as my example today because I added you to the Kaleidoscope program this earlier today.
Okay.
And I want you to be able to walk through what it would look like when someone actually goes to their portal on our website and pulls up the Kaleidoscope program.
Okay. So you want me to share my screen?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So let's share my screen.
And hopefully it doesn't crash, but we'll take it one step at a time.
Okay. Can y'all see my screen?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So let's
So
see
you
what
would
is.
go to our WOW website, and this is what you ladies will have to do every single week. You'll have to go to this website. Up at the top, now, oh my goodness, Natalie, Destiny, if you
Yes.
can, oh, well, you found it. You got there. So now you're going to click on programs, and you should see the Kaleidoscope program. So if you go actually to your dashboard, and I'm going to have to put that on there, but up at the top where it says programs, all the way at the top, you're going to back out no, not there, like up in the address bar where it has
Oh, right here.
yes.
Address. Okay.
Um, yeah, back out where it says programs and type in dashboard.
Okay.
Yeah. So this will be your dashboard. And if you're signed in, it will require you to log in. If you don't have a login, I can make sure that you get that login. You'll just have to text me so that I can add you. But I knew Destiny already had a login because this is her fourth class with Wow.
Right. And let's see if this login works. Oh, it worked.
It
Come
works.
on, God.
So
Come
there's
on.
on your screen, it has the Zoom app.us. If you could exit out of that so we could see behind
Oh, let's see.
that. Yes. So
Okay.
on your dashboard, you will see all of the classes that you've enrolled in. And one of those classes should be the Kaleidoscope program. Hopefully it shows. I added you today. I'm not showing it. Did you get an email from me?
Me.
Yes.
Let me see. The only emails I received was, I think, for this the Zoom meeting. But let me see. So January the 10th. What email was this? So this is only showing that I signed up for the class.
So let's go back to Kaleidoscope. I'm gonna give you the code to be able to just go ahead and register for that class now that you're logged in. So if
Okay.
you'll go, someone is saying they're outside.
Let me look at my other email. See. Let me type in Kaleidoscope. Oh, Kaleidoscope. Okay, so let's type that in. Search. Let's see. This says, yeah, this only showing the Zoom link.
You said it's what?
That's only
Okay.
showing me. Yeah, I was looking at my emails to see if I had saw something, but it's only showing
It's
the Zoom link.
somehow everybody logged in as guests and it didn't have you guys actually, everybody paid, but it didn't log you in. So I'm just going to have you go ahead and go back up to the top. And while you're logged in, click on where it has WOW organization, Women Helping Other Women. Just click on that
Right
up
here.
in the top. Yes, just click on
Okay.
it. And then after you click on that, you're going to click on it again one more time. And now you're going to click back on programs. And now you're going to click on Kaleidoscope. See, it says there's 8 students in the class. See, and there it is. Now you could just start learning.
Mm-hmm.
So, okay. So when you get here, when you get to Kaleidoscope, if you've paid for the class, you should be able to get right in and start learning. So once you're logged in, and you'll see there's 2 things, and each week we will add on to the things because I don't want anyone to work ahead. I want them to stay focused on where they are. So click on Start Learning. And this is what we went over last week. This is all the information that we went over last week. So if anyone wanted to recap and be able to get in and just learn and talk about what happened last week, this is how you would see that. But this week we are on week 2. So I want you to dive over to week 2. And I know Regina said her mic is not working. So we're going to
Maybe she can write
um
in the chat. She can type in the chat.
yes, you could type in the chat, Miss Regina. That's an awesome way to do it. So today we're just going to do a check-in because I know a lot of you all are moving. Everybody is in different places, and we're going to give everyone a pass for this week. But for the rest of the weeks, I want you to clear your schedule. I want you to try to be at home or at a place where you can take notes and be able to focus in because for the next 11 weeks, well, after this week, 10 weeks, we're going to be working hard on our goals, which means that it's going to require us to meet in person. So I have people on the phone that are in Natalie. She is in Jamaica right now. So I'm not mad at her at all. Like, Check hashtag goals for the year. Check already off, made it out of the country. So when you think of where you are and where you're going, what this year is going to look like, what you want this year to look like, focus is what it takes. I know you'll hear all kinds of things. Today is about your personal wellness. So with that, when you think about personal wellness, what does that mean to you? I know for me personally, when I think about personal wellness, I think about mind, body, and spirit. So it's all three of those things. Our mind is tied to our flesh or our soul. And then we have our body. It's everything to do with what we put into this temple that we're supposed to be cherishing. But I can tell you firsthand, I don't do my best at cherishing what God gave to me. But this year, it is my goal, it is my mandate to make sure that I take care of what God gave to me. And He gave me this life. So I need to take care of the vessel, or the vessel won't make it as far. It's like a car. If you don't get an oil change, if you don't run your car, did you all know that if your car stays parked for a certain amount of time, it won't run anymore? If you don't get oil changes on a regular basis, your car it'll blow the motor. If you don't put gas in your car, it won't move forward. If your battery runs out and there's no electric, the car won't move. So again, there are things that we should do, and this is the most important part. If you don't get your tires changed every 3 to 5 years, you will be in a bad shape. Your brakes, there are so many things that we have to get done. And let's not talk about the times that people do things to our car that was out of our control, but we still have to pay for it. So think of things out of your control. You are walking down the street and somebody randomly pushes into you, and now you broke your ankle or sprained your ankle. It's something that you didn't do, but you still have to pay for the damage that was done. Or even better, it could be as simple as, hey, I didn't know that this medication or this food that I was eating was bad. And I've been eating it all this time. I'm going to give you an example: bacon. Some people don't eat pork because that's a part of their religion, but there's a whole nother group of people that shouldn't eat pork because they have high blood pressure, or they're stroke prone, or they're heart attack prone. So it isn't always about the religious act that we shouldn't do things. It is a spiritual and just a tangible physical reason why we shouldn't do things as well. And then we get into our spiritual part. When we think about our spiritual part, what are we listening to? Who are we listening to? What is our faith system? What are the things that we believe? When you start to think about the things that you believe, the people you're around, the influences that you have, you will start to see that those things will affect your every single day. So that is the reason why today we're focusing first on our personal well-being. We have to set personal goals. So for all of you all that are on the line, on the Zoom now, and in the future, if you are joining in later, I want you to post in the group me. And if you're not a part of the group me, I will share that link to you guys in just a moment. But for the group me, it is the place that we will come. We will learn from each other. Miss Iris, she'll be in the group me because she's going to be speaking for us today. So all of the people that speak over the course of the next 12 weeks, they will also be in this group so that they can answer questions for you along your journey. And of course, she's going to be talking to you for the next hour, up to an hour, and then I'll come back and give you the the gist of what the rest of next week and what your goals are going to be for this week. But I want you all to really start thinking about goals. Now, last week when we met on Saturday, some of you set goals. Have you done anything to accomplish them? If you have, drop it in the chat. Even if it's as simple as writing it down, or if you visited it at all this week since we left each other on last Saturday, this is where I'd like for you guys to go ahead um, and look into what that would look like and if you actually were able to accomplish any of the things this week. And
So
you
do
could
you
just
want us to
drop it
put
in the
yes
chat.
or actually what we accomplish?
If you accomplish anything, or if you were able to even spend any time towards your goals this week. You might not have
Yeah.
accomplished the full goal, but did you at least put some time and some energy towards it? And it could be simple stuff. It could be as simple as I opened the notebook that I wrote my goals down on and I looked at them. I mean, there has to be some forward action. You all have no idea the importance of just putting it in front of you, how it will change everything you have going on if you will just look at the things that you have in front of you. And you should have your books. So everyone that was in the class on Saturday should have received their bag with their planner in there. Have you even opened up that wonderful, beautiful planner that you received last Saturday? It is amazing. You all look very dedicated. Okay, what do we have here? Yes. Regina said yes. Iris said I went to church and went to a group
Group
support
supporting.
meeting. I love it. I love it.
Well, I'll come back to church. I stopped going for like 2 years and a half. So now I start going back again. So that was kind of my spiritual part that I feel like I left behind for a long time. So when I went back, it feels so good. It feels so relieved. It just I needed this. So I started the year in the right path. So I'm proud of that part. Yeah.
Well, I'm proud of you too. That is always, you know, um, I felt disconnected here lately because my church family is in Dallas, and so I don't have them here. So this Sunday I visited a church in my local community and I actually enjoyed myself. I was like, "Oh my gosh, I forgot what it's like to actually be around believers in your area because, it's different when you see people online versus when you're able to touch and hug and they smile in your face. It's different. It's a different environment. So I realized that little connection of just meeting with other believers in person makes the difference. And for years, I went to a mega church. And when I was there, it was easy for me to just roll over and turn the TV on and say, "Yes, I was at church." Nobody would know if you were in the building or not because the place is so big. If when you got 5,000 people that can hold a place or be in a space, you kind of fade into the background. But you can't fade into the background when you go to smaller churches because now they like, Sister Crystal, I didn't see you last week. You can't say, "Oh, I was in section B5." Like,
Okay.
but you shouldn't lie about it anyway. But you know what I'm saying? So
Mhm.
having those connections are very, very important. I'm going to allow Iris to talk in a second, but there's one thing I want you ladies to start pondering on, and we'll talk about it after Iris finishes, but I just want to plant the seed at you. A lot of times we think about our well-being and our personal well-being, but I also want you to drop in the chat, when was your last wellness check? Your last wellness check, your last women's check. And if it wasn't this last year, like me, I need you to get it on your schedule in the next 3 months before we finish this class. I want you to get on the schedule to go to a clinic. If you don't have any money, the perfect place to go is Morton Clinic in Tulsa, Oklahoma. If you're in Dallas, you can check with their Department of Human Services and find out what they have in place. But if you have health insurance and you just have been so super busy that it just went over your mind, you need to get checked out. Y'all, how many of you know what age that you're supposed to check for colon cancer? Anybody?
Is it 40?
It's actually 50.
Because I get
Before
the
you're 50.
Cologuard. I started getting that Cologuard about 4 years ago. and I'm not 50. I won't be 50 until this year. So
Yeah,
They
my
now
my
offer it a lot sooner, but it used to be 50. They didn't even test you until 50. But if you have family members that have passed away because of colon cancer, like my mother, I had to start in my 30s because I realized if I didn't, I could be in a spot. If I would have waited until I was 50, I would have metastasized the cancer. I actually had a polyp that had started to form, and they said that they caught it right before it turned into cancer, but it was on its way. So imagine if you haven't had your colonoscopy, if you haven't went to get that treatment, you could be in a state. The same for menopause. Some of you may be going through perimenopause. Those are things that affect you, and if you're not going and getting the proper care that you need, it can lead to further problems. Now, another test that people don't think about is getting tests for your dental, making sure that your teeth will withstand or uphold until they're supposed to. But there are many tests that we should be looking into, and I'll have a slide later today to talk about that. But if you know that you're prone for certain things, if your family is prone to certain things, don't wait until the age that they recommend. Go ahead and get those tests ran now so you can be ahead of the game and not behind the curve. So, with that being said, I'm going to allow Miss Iris to tell you all about her wonderful self and all of the things that she does and how she reverences her temple and all the things that she does in the community. So, Miss Iris, I'm going to turn it over to you.
Thank you, Crystal. Thank you so much. Okay, guys, is everybody at home today? Is somebody driving? I don't. I know there's some people have their cameras off, but it's okay. So, what I'm gonna start with, we will all get up for a little bit from our chairs.
okay.
All right, we're all gonna get up from those chairs. I'm gonna put a little bit music on. It's one of my favorite songs. Woo! What do you guys think? It's today. It's just a little cold, so we're gonna stretch a little bit to your side. Woo! Feel that good. Getting up from the chair. Then you're stretching it to your left. Oh, you're good on that one. Just all the way to the sky. How about that? All the way. Woo! And then we get up one arm and we're stretched all the way to the right. And all the way to the left. Woo! We're gonna do it. We're gonna shake it a little bit here. Shake it, move it as much as you can. If you wanna like dance it a little bit too, it's okay. Woo! Oh my goodness. And just let everything else like go. Like you feeling like sad today, just let that out. You feel like maybe you're not accomplish a goal today, it's okay. We have time for tomorrow. How about that? Just let all the bad things out of your system. Yes?
Man,
How do you feel?
that was a good
Feels
stretch.
good, isn't it?
I
Mhm.
needed all of that.
Yes. Moving is one of the things, so, when you move your whole body, it does something magical to you. Well, let me
It
introduce
does.
myself. My name is Iris Mills. I'm 45 years old. I'm original from South America, Peru, and I will call it a fitness fanatic. I'm being on fitness, and for like, whoa, when I was 10 years old, I started actually playing volleyball for like from 10 years old to until maybe 18. Then, life me take me to a different route. I got married when I was like, I went to college. Then I got married when I was 20, had two beautiful kids. And then I moved from Peru over here. I came. So then after the kids, it comes a matter of responsibility. You don't have time a lot for yourself. So I kind of let myself go for a little bit. And then in 2009, I was working out in a gym. I went back to the gym and I was working out in a gym. I used to live here in Sand Springs, I remember. And I heard my music going. It was like a Hispanic music going. I was like, what is that music playing here in this gym? I said, there's no such thing. It's like, what is happening? So I went back to the room and saw a bunch of ladies dancing. And they were dancing, the Spanish music. I was like, okay, what's going on? So, and I asked, I said, what is this thing? It's called, what is this workout called? And she was like, Zumba. I was like, oh wow, Zumba. Okay, okay. So I start coming into the class, and I fall in love with it. So now I've been teaching Zumba for like 15 years. I become a Zumba instructor, and that's
50
one of my
years? You said,
passions.
oh, wait a minute, you said 15, not 50, because I'm going to say,
15,
what?
yeah, 15 years since 2010. So
Okay.
15 years now teaching and bringing, all the joy that I can. And actually, Zumba has opened a lot of doors for me. I teach in different places. I was able to go to different gyms. It's also that helped me with my mental health. And I had to say that saved me from a lot of things, as depression, anxiety. There was times that I was like, I cannot do this anymore. It was just too much. So every time that I felt that way, it's usually like, okay, it's time for you to start exercising, going back to the gym, and dancing. It's kind of like it's 1 hour on my for myself, when I feel powerful, when I feel sexy, when I feel I can do everything that I can do. So you know what I mean. So it was just something magical that happens when I dance. So now, besides that, I also do different group fitness exercise that has helped me a lot. So it become more like a lifestyle, having those good habits, coming to the gym. And beside that we were talking about, going to church, going back to church now. That's part of my being, part of the being spiritually. Um, uh, so it just so many things I add to it. It's also the nutrition, and it's I know it's very hard to eat healthy. I know, especially right now when everything is expensive, but there is also ways to to make it happen. So, but it just has been it's been a journey. I'm not gonna lie to you that there's days that it's really hard and it's really hard to eat healthy. There's days that I don't want to get up and go to the gym, but those days, when those days come, I make myself go. So I wanted to share a little bit of that about me. It has been, like I said, it's been a journey, and I'm really happy to share that with you. Maybe just a little bit of inspiration. I also teach at the gym. I teach a crunch fitness. I've been teaching Zumba there for like 2 times a week now. So it's something that, like I said, I enjoy and do. If you guys ever want to like come and join me, classes, or like guests will come for free, and I can also have guests coming in, and you can become part of the gym and maybe start your fitness journey. It's never late to start that. It's never, never, never late. And age is just a number, ladies. Age is just a number. Age
Yes.
does not define
Yeah.
you. Age is just a number. I have ladies there from like 50 years old into like their 60, 70-year-old ladies. So there is no such
Hmm.
thing. It's like, okay, I'm too old. No, there's no such thing of that. So if people want to come, just let me know. I'm happy to help. Like Crystal was saying, women empower women, and I think we're here to help each other.
Yes. That's awesome. I love Zumba because I learned about it, maybe I've been here 8 years, maybe about 13, 14 years ago, in Iowa, and I fell in love with it. And I just joined a gym at Y, so they offer those. So I'm excited to start going to those Zumba classes.
You're gonna love it. Do you have somewhere did you go
I
here?
hope it's a good instructor because the instructor matters. The instructor that I was under, she like was patient. She did it slow, and then she waited till everybody kind of got their rhythm, and then she
And then she went
did the
hard.
class. Yeah, so she wasn't the type of instructor that just left us in the dust. So that
Hey,
worked for
maybe
me.
maybe if uh Crystal allow us, maybe we can come out and do like a Zumba class for you guys, you guys who are local here in Tulsa, and maybe we can just get together and do a little fitness class and a little dance. So
Yeah, that would be amazing. I'm down.
it will be great. Yes. What do you guys do? Like, I'm gonna ask how many times a week have you guys like do anything? Maybe like walking, swimming, dancing. One of you would like to share?
So I just started back this week During the summertime, fall time, I go walking. I like LaFortune Park. And I actually reached a goal because somebody had told me about LaFortune Park. It's a 3-mile walk. And the first time I did it, I had never went back. Because I was hurting. I was about to call somebody to come get me. I said, oh, I was struggling. I said, good Lord. So I am when the women say, and when you start getting up there in age, your body is different. My body definitely different. It don't do what it used to do. And I used to be depressed about that. But now I just work with what exercise how I can, exercise with what works for me, where I'm not trying to kill myself or trying to compete with what somebody else is doing. So I'm just
Yes.
really trying to focus on, my goal is just to go 5 times a week just to walk. And if I add something extra, then I'll add some extra, but I'm just going to go 5 times a week just to walk.
Oh, that's good. Thank you for sharing this. Anybody else would like to share? What do you guys do for movement?
Hi, my name's Marlene. How are
Hi,
you?
Marlene.
Yeah, so I started working out in November because I was gaining a little weight, and I'm a roller coaster when it comes to my weight. I go up and down, up and down, up and down. But I'm like, my clothes is not fitting me the same way. So I started back doing exercise in November. Mm-hmm.
That's good. What
I've
do
been
you
doing
do
it
for,
like 3 times a week, you know.
what do you do for exercising?
Okay, my best friend is the treadmill.
Oh, okay.
Okay,
Okay.
Deborah.
So cardio,
Yeah,
some
I
little bit of
do.
cardio.
Yeah, I don't like doing a lot of equipment exercise. I feel like that to me is very boring. The treadmill, I can do a lot of exercise with it. I run, I jog, I do like side to side. I go
Mhm.
backwards. I do a lot of things on the treadmill, by the way. But yeah.
Oh, that's good. After like I said, I remember when I started Zumba, I used to teach like 7 days a week. Now I only teach 2 times a week, but I added other exercises, like I've been doing like a lot of weights, and also I added yoga and meditation to my classes. So I enjoy each of them. I mean, they're all of them because I think when you get to a certain age, you start needing, you need to work those muscles.
So
So,
where do you teach Zumba at?
Crunch Fitness and Midtown.
Midtown. Okay.
Yes, continuing Midtown. And we offer all different several classes there, and we have great instructors and good also great trainers. If you ever want to like think about getting a training to start working out there. So, anybody else would like to share about what do you guys do for movement? Maybe there's something that you guys do in your daily lifestyle. There's something maybe you can talk about your nutrition. How do you guys, they always say never skip breakfast. What do you do for breakfast? Because sometimes it's really hard. I used to be one of those people who didn't like to eat breakfast, but now I'm better at it. Something easy, maybe you do.
I work out. I'm trying to do like at least 4 days a week. I'm working myself up to 5 days a week, but I use the elliptical machine.
Mm.
Someone was moving and they sold it. They sold the elliptical machine to me for $40 because they needed to get it out of the house.
Oh,
So
that's a good deal.
yeah, so I've been using that. And then when it's really nice outside, I walk on Riverside because I got to get the sun when I
Definitely.
can.
Some vitamin D. Some vitamin D that is this is really helpful. Definitely.
Yeah.
That's nice. Thank you for sharing. Is anybody else that would like to tell us what do you guys do for movement?
So I kind of cheat. I have a Platonics machine, and it like I just stand on it and it moves me for myself.
How was those? Do you like them?
I do, but the thing is I don't even do it on a regular basis. Now, I can't even explain it. All I have to do is just go stand on it and for 15 minutes. And it has different settings and I still don't do it. So I need to be better. And I have a desk cycle machine, like where it's up under my desk where I can just cycle at the desk. It's got dust on it. Like literally haven't used that. And I have a stair stepper thing
Okay.
that I can also use, that it's like it just steps in place. I bought all these tools and I don't use them. I have weight bands, and I'll be really, really super at the beginning of the year is when it's really easy to be working. But by March, I didn't fell all the way off the bandwagon. You don't even want to know how many gyms I've joined and just paid for a whole year and never went after month two. So this year I'm trying to do something where I'm not spending any money, but I actually do it. So my
Let me
goal
check.
is to stand on my Platonics machine for at least 15 minutes a day, at least 15 minutes.
I think it's amazing when you make a goal and you say, I'm gonna do it. Like, and sometimes no, it's not even to look like, when you're young, you always think about looking good. Now it's about your health. It's about
Yeah.
that you were talking about earlier, the menopause, the mood changes that sometimes we have because maybe we need to go over to the gym and sweat everything out, and it just so many things the exercise can be. I was telling you guys that, I never had to use, thankfully, I'm very thankful for it, never had to use any medicine to take care, like any of my depression and anxiety that I had, because every time that I feel this way, if I'm mad or I'm upset, I'm angry, or if I'm happy, I usually go to the gym because I know that if I let that out, like maybe punching a bag or doing something, or dancing, letting everything out, I just feel so good about it. So I've been using exercise as my medicine for a long time. And when you start doing it and you keep doing it, you're committed to it every single day, and you're consistent, trust me, you're not going to go back to like, okay, something is missing here after 3 or 4 days, and you're like, what is going on? Especially on those times like, Thanksgiving, Christmas come, and you're like, oh my gosh, we've been eating so much, and you're like, okay, something's going on. What are my moods are changing? What I'm feeling this way up? What I feel bloated, and things like that, and like, okay, the gym is missing. I'm missing to because I'm not sweating today, or because I don't let everything out, and I just feel like exercise is the less utilized medicine that people don't use.
Yeah.
So make a goal this year. Think about what you like to do. There's so many formats out there. It's not only dancing. If you feel like it's too much for you to be jumping, hey, what about if you try swimming? What about, start like, she was saying early, Destiny was saying that she goes to walk because she doesn't like other things. Why not? Why not start with something easy? Maybe, start like, going higher and higher after that. It just takes time. And as long as you're doing it, maybe take the time, 10 minutes a day today. Let's say you start today, 10 minutes, then tomorrow 15, then the next day 20, and the next week 30, and then it starts increasing more and more and more. And you're not gonna notice it in a month. You're gonna be doing it an hour, and then after that it's going to be like 5 times a week, and then you realize that and it becomes a habit. They say how many days it takes to make things a habit. 21 days, right? So
Mhm.
21 days. 21 days. I would
Yeah.
like to try. Miss Crystal said you guys have goals that you had to doing this program you had to kind of do now. So make that as a goal. Okay, well, I'm gonna try to do this week and maybe the next week. And if you guys have little kids, go with your kids or grandkids or whatever, and that's gonna help you so much. And sometimes, those kids have so much energy. I
Mhm.
want to play with you, just play with them. And there's so many things you can do to keep yourself active. There's so many things out there. There's no excuses not to say no, I can't do it. No, it's okay. If it hurts, it's because it's working. It's
Yeah.
because it's working. So is anybody else like to share maybe you know what do you want to do, what maybe this year, what are you thinking about maybe trying any type of workout you have in mind that you never tried before, Um,
No,
what?
I don't have anything like that, but I did call my insurance to ask questions, and I found out that some of the insurances actually pay you to have your annual physical done. They give you $40. They said if I do certain things at the gym, they'll give me $5. So they pay you to do things. I think the other one, I don't know if it was the mammogram. I think they were paying $20 for it. So check with y'all's insurances. There's some money, some change out there.
That is amazing. I'm glad you brought that up. There is some insurance they even pay you to. I think they're like, and with like the YWCA,
Mm-hmm.
and they pay that too. Some jobs they will pay for you to go to the gym as well.
Oh,
So
yeah,
check that out. There's so many things that.
that's right. Mm-hmm.
Go ahead, Destiny.
No, I was agreeing. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You're right.
So does anybody else like to share? I like to hear your input. I like to hear um what are you thinking about this year? How do you feel the beginning of this year with your goals and your fitness journey, or maybe your mental health journey, your spiritually? How do you what do you guys want to share on that part? Because everything goes together. We were talking
Yeah.
about, fitness, physical, mental, and all that go together.
Yeah, that's so true. When Crystal was talking about the mind, body, and spirit, and just the car situation, how if the tires ain't right, it can if they're need to be changed, how it can affect the other parts of the car. And so this is probably going into the fourth year that I have intentionally used the 8 aspects of wellness to set a goal in each of those areas, just to be intentional, because the scripture tells us to write it down, make it plain. We always have stuff on our mind, and we may even write it down, but like, am I going back, checking in with it, on it, to seeing the progress? And so this is going into the fourth year of me doing that, and I've been definitely seeing like my life take off in just different areas of me being intentional, and just seeing like if I set a bar too high, did I do anything in it? And if I didn't do anything, what happened? So just been doing that, and that has so I'm excited about what's to come, because God is always ready to use us in any type of way. It's just we're not preparing ourselves as we should, and so I'm just trying to stay prepared and be in preparation, so when opportunities present themselves, I'll be ready.
So I have a
That's good.
question. You said you use what to keep you?
Aspects of wellness. So it's your physical health, your mental health, your financial health, your social health, social well-being, your environment, your intellectual health, your occupational health, and your spiritual health.
Wow,
And
that's
yeah,
nice. Yeah.
yeah,
Didn't
and
you
Is that
that
have
like
that
in
broke
is
down in three? I'm sorry. Go ahead.
mind, body, and spirit. Yes. When you
No, it
said
was the three E's. Remember, we talked about them in the class. It was internal or
oh yes, talking about through oh Lord,
the three E's of health. It was like
internal,
external,
external,
eternal.
internal, external, and eternal.
That's
it
what
in
it
our
was.
paperwork? Oh, okay.
No, in our last class, we had to do
Oh, oh,
a
okay.
speech, of our of who we are, and so that was part of mine.
I like that.
I do too.
I never heard that before. So
Yeah,
internal, external, and eternal?
eternal, eternal, yeah,
Eternal.
mhm,
Eternal.
Eternal. Wow.
yes, yeah,
Wow. When you were talking about that part of intentional, um, this year, and I think I talked to you, Crystal, about, I know you have different classes there, and I would like to be better with my financial. After my divorce, when I was married, I'm being divorced for like now 7 years, and I used to be like a very codependent woman. And my ex-husband used to do everything for me. I never knew anything because he was doing everything. So I was just, working a lot and just taking care of the kids, taking care of the house. And when I left that relationship, and I felt lost because I didn't know anything. I didn't even know how to open a bank account or put gas in my car. That's how codependent I was. So that I'm still, it's been 7 years now. I have, become more independent, learning new things and all that, but I still want to become better with financially with my money. There's something
Yeah.
sometimes it's really hard. When you live paycheck by paycheck, it's the hardest
Yeah.
thing. So now it's like, okay, what can I do to be able to, do better at those things? Every year it's kind of like, okay, I'm doing pretty good with my fitness area. Okay, I'm okay with that. It's a good habit now. I'm okay with my nutrition. But what about this part? It's also
Mm,
important because
mm,
when you're not financially good, you also get, you also feel like, okay, you're struggling. And that is when
mhm.
you have problems, you get stressed and you get sick and things like that. So everything has to have that balance in life. So now that,
Yes.
this year it's like, okay, I need to do better on those things. So yeah.
Well, we
Hmm.
definitely can help you with that. We're having the financial class. It's actually the class after the next one, if I'm not mistaken. January 29th is
Okay.
the financial class.
You know, it-
Awesome.
So definitely if you can make that one, I think that one would be very helpful for you in making sure. But this whole class is about to be power packed with all kinds of materials and just learning different ways. So I want to talk about some apps that you guys use or can utilize for your weight loss journey. I have a group already set up on PayPal. I mean PayPal, Lord. My Fitness Pal. How many of you all have heard of that?
I think I heard about
Anybody?
it, but I never used it.
So My Fitness Pal is an app that you can download. It's free and it will track your water intake, your weight, the food that you eat, how many calories it is. And then if you pay for the premium, it has so many other
So many
benefits
other
to it as
things.
well. Like you can take a snapshot of your food and it can tell you how many calories it is on the premium part. So MyFitnessPal has been around for decades. It's been around for since I won't say decades. It has been around for the last two and a half decades, for the last 15
Mm,
years for sure because I remember when I first started my group and when I went back to look when I first opened my account, it actually was in 2008. So it's like almost 2 decades. It's
mm,
almost at 2 decades. And it's an app that helps you to track your stuff. And what I do, I get to see when I gain and when I lose weight. It kind of shows me, and it's a guide, and it's free to download onto any phone. And when we think about our fitness, like it's one thing to do the physical, like the Zumba or like getting your body moving.
Yeah.
I'm horrible at that part. But some people you got to have a mix of both because there was a point in my life where I was doing all the workouts, but I was eating crazy. And I was thinking, well, since I'm working out, I can still do this. It takes a balance. So it's not only about you working out or being able to go to the gym in that area because you'll be top heavy. Have you ever
mm.
seen those guys that they got these big chests and they're real like really buff and their legs look like chicken legs because they
Uh-huh.
worked out one half of their body and not the other. And that's what
Yeah.
we sometimes look like when we are on our health journey, when we're super working on this. Like, I'm going to the gym 5 days a week, but I'm still going home and I'm crashing. I'm eating those Cheetos and those Hershey Kisses that's in my nightstand next to my bed or in my little mini refrigerator that I have in my room, like those types of things. Or maybe it's not even that. Maybe it's you are eating out every single day of the week because it's easier, and in some cases it's cheaper. Have y'all seen the $5 meal has crept back at McDonald's and at Wendy's and at Burger King? They've come back with those meals because they realize they're losing money because people was like, I can't afford that anymore. But $5 they can
All
afford.
time favorite was $6 meal.
Oh yeah. So
It's also like it
again,
goes against your financial because you're spending so much
it
money going
does.
out.
It's like your financial fitness and your physical fitness are taking a hit. So
Yeah.
when you start to, but it seems like, well, it's not that much. But if you look at the calories that you're
Oh, it is a
intaking,
lot.
or the fat
It's
intake,
ridiculous.
or the
Mm.
cholesterol, if you have cholesterol issues, it makes a difference in what's
Mhm.
next. So if you can drop in the chat one goal fitness wise that you're going to work on, and then I'm going to have Iris talk about those goals that you guys drop in the chat. And I do see where Natalie said she started on a Mediterranean Greek salad and trying to eat more meatless meals. And believe it or not, meat does cause people that have cholesterol, heart, or stroke issues, high blood pressure. Meat highly increases the risk of cholesterol, high blood pressure, heart disease, and strokes. And they don't even tell us that. They do not tell us that. So some people, they like, okay, well, they're on keto. Like I'm currently kind of pseudo doing a keto um type thing this year. But with that, I have to be mindful. That doesn't mean go and eat nothing but meat, because guess what's about to rise? I might no longer have risk of diabetes, but now I'm at risk of high cholesterol, or I'm at heart disease because I didn't ate too much beef, or just knowing that, or high blood pressure because I ate too much salt in the meat, pork, or things that have higher salt intake. And if you think about it, anytime that you eat meat, by default, meat ends up having to be seasoned. And if you don't season it just right, you could end up having too much sodium intake, which would increase your water, which could also increase your risk of your kidneys failing, which could increase you having the chance of going to dialysis. So when I say it takes a mix of different things, people don't know that there was a lawsuit out there for breast cancer because of intake of dairy. If you did not know that, you should look into it. But the increase of dairy caused people to have more breast cancer. They had more lumps, polyps that turned into cancerous things because our body is meant to expel that stuff. And if we're not getting on the scale, if we're not sweating and getting those toxins out of our skin, or somehow expelling it, it has an adverse effect. And I had a friend that once said, well, I'll just take laxatives and it'll get it all out. Did you know the effects of taking laxatives could cause your kidney or your liver to fail, which could also cause you to have cirrhosis of the liver or kidney failure, which will cause you to be on dialysis for taking um unnatural laxatives. So X-Lax
Mm.
or all these things, look into their side effects. They're telling you what they do to your body. And it may not happen today, but prolonged use could cause it. You
Mhm.
might not see it today. You might be like, I've been using this for 20 years and I've never had anything. And then all of a sudden your whole colon then fell out. Like you, yeah, be careful with taking any sedative over a long amount of time, even vitamins and supplements. There was a lawsuit out there for a supplement company because the supplement company said that this was not all natural, and they actually were using chemicals for the pill, for the pill form. That wasn't natural. The stuff in the pill form capsule was natural, but the actual casing was not natural, which is causing people to get cancer.
Mm.
So be mindful of the food that you eat, the things you put in your mouth, the things that you work out on, the things that you listen to, because it's the whole thing in a
The
whole.
whole
And
entire thing.
I'll say this and I'm going to be quiet. Cover yourself daily. Pray to God, because what you can't, you're not faulted for what you don't know. you're faulted for what you do know and you don't do. So if you know that that extra Hershey's is going to gain 5 pounds because that's just how your body works, then think about it before you eat it. Maybe not eat the whole Hershey bar, maybe eat half. I'm dealing with that now because overeating, but I don't see anything in the chat yet. Are you ladies going to drop in
Have
the chat?
Crystal, have you ever heard about that? They passed a law about in Oklahoma about food is medicine. What do you think about that?
You said, wait a minute, you said that food is medicine?
Yeah, they passed a law about saying that food is medicine. Like when you go to the doctors,
Mm-hmm.
they're gonna
So
help you with
now
your.
it is legal.
It is legal now, so it's something that actually I work for a nonprofit as well. So we're gonna
Mm-hmm.
be working with Fresh RX. That's also another organization. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, really?
So,
Okay.
and we're gonna, be focusing a lot on that. We're gonna be doing the Spanish part for them. So we're
Yeah.
kind of like gonna be helping the people who has diabetes type 2. So usually
Mm-hmm.
what Fresh RX does is just, teach them how to eat. We're gonna have like, cooking demos with chefs and all that. And we also gonna be providing, how to help them to get their health to lives better. So
And they
like I
have
was
and
telling,
they give
yeah.
out free groceries too, don't they? For
Yeah, they
that.
also they also they also have they also do the English part themselves, but our organization, because with most of them our clients are Spanish speaking people, we're gonna be doing the Spanish part for them. So we're very
Mm-hmm.
excited about that. Something maybe I don't know, maybe I can contact you, Crystal, with a lady that who does the
Absolutely.
yeah, and
Good.
it's
We would
it's gonna
love
be
to get her
great because
involved.
now it's a law. They're using food as
Exactly.
medicine. Yeah.
And it should have already been. I know a lot of people have seen it. Is that like in my family, our first thing was not to go directly to pills. Like there were certain things that we would eat or drink that would help us. Like when you have a cold. Our family believed in putting onions up under your feet and you drinking lemon water with all this other stuff in it. And it would heal you. It would like take it away almost immediately instead of using some drug that has adverse effects. Because if you've ever taken any drug, you'll realize that it can make you bloated. It could cause you to have lung or pneumonia because it's opening you up to certain systems versus greens and natural things that are food actually have the healing power to be able to help you do those things. And I think for me, lemons are one of the like less kept secrets. Lemon, for sure. Hello, Miss Jamila. So glad you're here. We just had everybody to drop in the chat their fitness goals. And Jamila is also a personal trainer. So she's very familiar with different goals and setting those goals. But Iris, I'm gonna have you read off what you hear in the chat and discuss the benefits of it.
All right. Destiny says, I think we start with a Mediterranean Greek salads, trying to eat more meatless meals. I did heard about this Mediterranean Greek salads diet. Oh, I never tried it before, but I do love Mediterranean food, so I guess it has something to do with that. Actually, the way they do a lot. We were talking about lemons here. They do they use a lot of dressings they make with lemon and vinegar. So I think that's a very good option. Walking 5 times a day. Oh, that is, I don't know how you do it, Destiny, but I'm just very proud of you. That is a lot of days, and I'm very proud. Keep doing your thing. I think walking brings really great things, and it's a good workout to start with. Try to make it, or RP Rick. Try to make it to the gym, even if it's just 10 minutes. That is true. Start with the small goals. Those small goals will make it bigger and bigger every day. 10 days, 10 minutes today, maybe 15 minutes tomorrow. Like I said, maybe in a month, you're gonna be doing 1 hour and 5 days a week. So that's amazing. Okay, Marlene, he says, I have a good remedy for cholesterol and diabetes, inflammation and losing weight. Cinnamon sticks and bay leaves, boil the ingredients and drink it in the morning, lunch, and dinner 2 or 3 times a week. Marlene, tell us a little bit more about it. Like you drinking before you eat breakfast, you drinking before you drink coffee in the morning. It's like before you eat anything. How do you do it?
So I started it, and it's really good for inflammation because I used to be bad at like inflammation. I was like I said in November, and I got checked. And how do you say I'm not at cholesterol, but I could be if I don't take care of myself.
In the
And somebody
border?
had told me about that remedy about cinnamon, bay leaf, and drink it the first thing, kind of like the water with the lemon. Drink it first thing in the morning instead of coffee or water. Drink that in the morning, and during lunch and dinner, just drink it with your
Just
food,
like regular water.
like regular water, and drink
No
it.
sugar, no nothing.
Yeah, because I cut off coffee completely off my life, and I cut out some of the sugar as well. I
Oh
mean,
wow.
maybe
I'm
it's
gonna have to try that.
here and there, but like literally, I cut off a lot of sugar.
So do you use that the cinnamon sticks like the fresh ones?
Yeah. Hmm.
Yeah. Where did you find those? Like like the real ones?
Well, my mom brought me some from Mexico,
Mm-hmm.
the natural ones.
That's the real thing. The one from Mexico, the real thing.
Yeah.
Yes.
But
Yes.
you can use the
That's
ones
the
from
ones.
the store, like the Mexican.
Uh-huh.
Buy them at the Morelos. You can buy them at Walmart. Mm-hmm.
You know, we were talking about remedies,
Mm-hmm.
growing up back in Peru when everything was like, okay, we didn't have money to buy medicine. There was a lot of things. I know we go to the backyard, we have plants there, and most of the things that we use plants. So everything was just we growing up just, with plants. I mean, we didn't have anything just to, medicine. I think you had to be like really in bad shape to go to the doctor. But if you have like a cold or like Marlene was saying about inflammation, you just, like drink lemon with water that will be able to help you. And we believe a lot, Hispanic people, we do believe a lot in Vicks Vapor Up. That is kind of our thing that we go everywhere with. Definitely. So for everything that we have, you have a cold, you use that. If you don't feel good, you feel bad at your stomach, you put a little bit Vicks Vapor Up on it, and you make you feel better. So remedies has been our probably I had to say, since for years. And I'm still like myself when it comes to the doctor, I had to be like in a really bad shape to go. In not, I just, try to use, ginger, like you were saying, Chris, about limes. I believe a lot in ginger. Ginger with lime together for like in the mornings too, to clean you. That's amazing as well. Thank you, Marlene.
You're welcome. I mean, I do believe in remedies because my grandma's 93, and that's all she ever used in her life, unless she's really, really sick to go to the doctor. But 93, that woman's like stronger than me.
Wow. Wow.
Like that woman can
That's
walk. I mean,
She
that's just,
should write a book about those remedies. Let me tell you.
yeah.
Some of those things that like we don't know, simple things you have at home.
Mm-hmm.
Like sometimes they tell you to drink vinegar in the morning time to clean you. That's
Mm-hmm.
actually really good as well. So there's so many things we should like share more remedies around with all of us women to see what we can find. All right.
Yes.
Paula, I'm working at an elliptical machine for a minimum of 30 minutes, 5 days a week. Paula, how that makes you feel after you're done with your 30-minute workout 5 days a week?
I'm hot, but I feel good.
You feel good? You feel powerful? You feel sexy? You feel like you can conquer the world that day?
I don't feel sexy yet, but sexy sexy left the building a while ago, but I'm definitely feeling better.
Yes, ma'am. That is really good. I always like the elliptical. Yeah, keep doing your thing, Paula. I think you're doing amazing. 5 days a week, it's a good number. All
Mm-hmm.
right. Marlene said you work out 4 times a week, Marlene. What do you do for a workout? Can you remind me? Marlene? Oh, I think she kind of left. Okay. All right, Jamil, to stay consistent with exercising, a in portion control. That is really good. Sometimes we get those cravings at the middle
Yes,
of the
ma'am.
night.
I'm here. I'm here.
Okay. I was asking, I said, what did you say you do for a workout, Marlene?
I do the treadmill.
The treadmill. Okay, that's amazing too. A lot of cardio in it. That's amazing. Jamil, that's how you said?
Jamila.
Jamil. Hi, Jamil. How are you? This is Iris. How are you doing today?
She may be still at work.
Ah, okay, okay.
I
Okay, she
saw her
said
in
to
the
stay consistent
office.
with exercising and portion control. Seems like she exercises a lot and she really controls when she eats. So that it's sometimes I just feel like this you have to be like in your mind, like it's all about here. Like when it comes to food, you know. It's really hard. It's not easy. I know sometimes we have those cravings when they come, and it happens to me. Let me tell you, there's days that I come home and I'm like, I want something acidic. I want something that sweet. And sometimes, I listen to my body. But there's days, okay, let me drink a glass of water first before I even eat anything, because I know it's just my mind who's trying to play me. So, um, but you know, as humans, sometimes we're weak about it. I feel like it's okay, it's okay, but don't let it happen every single day. So, there's anything else you guys want to add to this? I really love that Marlene shared her recipe on with her grandma's inflammation medicine. I think I'm gonna try to make it tonight because I do have the two ingredients and see, uh, and I will tell you guys how that make me feel in the next time we see each other. Okay, I used to use one for lemon and one for fresh turmeric. Oh yes, turmeric and ginger together with lemon. That is, and 1 tablespoon apple cider vinegar with mother, but no brags, and dash of to the cayenne pepper. Is the cayenne pepper makes it like really spicy or just 1 cent of water first thing in the morning, but you may need to drink extra water on the side is it might burn your belly. Thank you for sharing that. That's also a really good recipe. A very good one.
See, I want to see. There's my tea.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I drank it every morning. My stomach shrunk after I didn't realize it for a while, but it started taking inches off my belly. But you have to be careful because sometimes it can burn because that's the first thing in the morning. So I would just have an extra cup of water to drink with it. But
Do you do you do everything like
you
fresh or
know,
you cook
yes.
everything?
No, you just take a cup of water and then you take like you can go to the Dollar Tree and get the little shredder thing for like you just shred your fresh ginger, your fresh turmeric straight into the water, and you drink it and eat the ginger and just put as much cayenne pepper as you can handle. But no, you don't boil it. You just put it all in a jar,
Right.
swish it around and just drink it. It's rough, but I'm telling you, like you'll start seeing inches. Yeah.
Did you do it like every day
I
or
did it for like 6 months.
every day? 7 days
Yes.
a week?
Yes.
How
After a
many
while
how
you
many
start to
how many
like it.
inches how many inches you lost after?
Well, I lost a lot of weight at that time. I haven't done it in years, but I needed, since we're talking, like this is helping me get back to there because I need to do that
Right.
again.
I need to take a
Yeah.
picture of that. I need to
Yeah,
take a picture.
it
And
works.
my
It
greedy
really
self like
does.
all the ingredients in both of the tea and that.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm gonna
So
take a
you
picture of
said
that, and I'm
not
also gonna take a picture of Marlene's grandma's tea as
Yeah, the
well.
cinnamon and bay leaf sounds great. Wonderful. Oh
Yeah, I
yeah.
do. I'm definitely gonna try both of
Yeah,
those.
I feel like this time of year, like a nighttime, I usually drink tea. That I usually sometimes I put like a hot water, maybe 2 bags of tea or one, and then I add chia seeds in it,
Yes.
when
I
some
love cheese.
lemon juice, and
Mm-hmm.
there's days I do add some honey instead of using sugar. I try not to use as much sugar or like fake. I would call it fake sugar, but I
Yeah.
do use honey. But most of the times, I try to buy the honey from the region, like from around here, from Oklahoma. They say it's better to
Mhm.
use the honey from here because it helps you with your allergies. That is what I
Yes.
was told. So
I use the chia seeds and the basil seeds, and why I like those so much is because like anything that you put in there, because I do a lot of herbal stuff. So anything that you put in to your cup of tea, the basil and the chia seeds, they swell up and absorb the nutrients, so it holds it in the body longer, and it kind of goes through and takes its time, and you get to like get the true benefits of it instead of just peeing and getting it back out of you.
you
So with the
said
chia seeds,
basil
do you
seeds?
actually eat it too?
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Everything, yeah,
Okay.
everything. Any like when I do natural teas and stuff, I eat the leaves and all because if it's there, just I don't eat all of them, but I do ingest because that's
Yeah.
going to put more fiber in. But the basil seeds also helps with fiber, just like the chia seeds too.
Where did you
Okay.
find the basil seeds? I never like heard
I,
anything like that.
so I only shop at the Asian stores, the Mexican stores,
Okay.
Indonesian stores, Pakistan. I don't shop American. They have everything in those stores.
Okay, I do shop
Everything.
there too, but I never heard about the basil seeds. I mean,
So
I do
when
shop
you
for like I love chia seeds a lot.
So when you go into the Indonesian stores, you see the little jars of drink that they be having, like and they be having the little basil seeds in it. So they have all different flavors of drinks, but theirs just has too much sugar. I don't put sugar in anything.
Yeah, definitely.
But sugar is the
Definitely
killer.
sugar is
Mm,
really bad. I mean,
I
mm.
didn't hear you, Miss Destiny. I'm sorry.
But I was just agreeing. I said that sugar is the killer. So I'm trying to learn how to back up off that. Mhm.
and you not only find sugar like when you have the fresh sugar, you also find sugar in when you put cream on your coffee or do other things, rice as a starch becomes sugar. And there's just
Yeah.
so many different things so but I feel like everything in excess is bad for you. I mean, as long as you're eating your portions, because they talk about, you exercise a lot, but just try to eat, whatever is good for your body as well. Fruit, vegetables. I don't know. There's also some people like they're vegetarians and they use substitutes of proteins, like tofu and all those things. I'm not a vegetarian. I like to eat my meat. But on top of that, like what Crystal was saying about seasoning everything, and that what makes it even worse. So a lot of salt. So we gotta be very careful with that, how much we put on it and all that. Does anybody else would like to share another remedy or recipe you guys have is actually helped in the past or is helping you guys right now? Um,
No, but I'm gonna just say this one more thing because I love herbs. I'm sorry, it's my passion. But
no, no, please go
so
ahead. I'm learning too.
So, so with any herb, like I love fennel. Fennel is like my favorite thing. And like if you go to a Indian restaurant, they always have fennel and candy up there. But I'll just boil water and put fennel in it and drink it. Anything, any herb, rosemary, thyme, anything that you want. Just boil you some water, dump you some in there, let it sit a little while, and then just drink and eat. Eat the yeah.
Um,
For everything.
when you
And you can
talk
always Google and ask what the benefits are.
when you talk about like boiling those things, what I
Well,
do
I just
sometimes I buy
oh,
pineapples, or most of the times I do it. I buy pineapples, maybe one or two, and I clean the pineapples. And this pineapple skin, I boil that with like not a lot of water to make it like concentrated. And I drink that as a tea as well. And that
the
helps me
skin.
a lot to also clean.
You do the
So
skin too?
yeah, yeah, just the
Mm,
skin to boil
okay.
everything. Yeah. Then
Okay.
I use the pineapple to make my smoothies and things like that. But the
Right.
skin, I don't throw away anything. So I use
Okay.
that and I add it. Sometimes I add like cinnamon sticks in it. And we were talking about bay leaves as well. And I add those in there, just those two things and the pineapple skins.
I'm
Yeah.
definitely gonna try it the
And I
next time
drink
I
that
go.
like a tea, so I don't have to throw away anything. It works
Okay. I'm
perfectly
gonna
too. Well, it makes you go pee a lot, but
okay. I'm gonna try it. I haven't ever done it. I'm gonna try it. I'm ready. I'm excited to try something new.
it's good. I took a picture of your recipe, so Marlene's recipe. I definitely want to try that. Probably try that tonight. And
Also,
Yeah.
you can add with the cinnamon stick and bay leaf hibiscus.
I love hibiscus.
Hibiscus.
Love hibiscus.
Add that to it too. Mm-hmm.
And the fresh hibiscus,
Mm-hmm.
just to drink that all day long, like just regular water. Like
I
I'm,
drink it like a big old cup. I take it with me to work. I'm drinking it and drinking it and drinking it. Mm-hmm.
and don't forget about mint. Mint has a powerful, I don't know what it is. It's everything. Sometimes you can just throw a mint in your mouth and your whole mouth will be smelling so good, you know. The mint with cucumbers, you know. So I'm not like I don't like also drink a lot of water. When it comes to things like that, I drink tea all day. I cook a lot of during the winter time, during the whole year. I cook a lot of soups. I love caldos.
Yeah,
But
Cada.
you probably
Yeah.
know what I love soups. So I do be like my kids would be like, "Mom, why are you fixing soup? This is 100 degrees weather." I said, "Leave me alone." I said, "I want to eat soup." So soups it has to be right now in the winter time, maybe like 2 3 times a week. I'm like, I want some soup. It
Yeah.
just makes me it's kind of like comfort food, and also feel like it's hydration. I mean, I gotta hydrate myself. Well, it's hard to drink water. It's
Yeah.
hard to drink water. It's hard for me to drink water, so I use other things. I substitute other things for like you were saying about these bay leaves with cinnamons and hibiscus. That's actually amazing, just perfect to have that all day long with no sugar at all. So there's so many things we can do without feeling like okay, we have to be forcing ourselves. What's your favorite fruit? If your favorite fruit is strawberries and blueberries, throw some strawberries and blueberries in the water and throw a little bit of mint on it. Then you have it, all day long with some lime in it. There's so many things. You know, it's being just to trying to be creative when it comes to food you know
Yes.
food is
I
not
had
our
a
enemy. Food is not our enemy. So
yeah.
food is
Yeah.
good for your body. Like we were talking earlier about, it's our temple, so we gotta take care of it every single day. There's days you're gonna feel like, no, I want to eat this. Okay, listen to your body and see what's some days, I mean, it's okay to eat a burger maybe on a weekend, but make sure the whole week you eat healthy. I mean, if it's a Saturday, with your children, your grandkids, or your family, okay, let's go have this bad food one day. It's fine. But what about the rest of the days? It's like, try to make it healthy every single day, Monday to Friday. Okay, Monday to Friday, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And between those foods, I'm gonna have this little snack. I'm gonna buy some dry fruit. I'm gonna eat maybe a banana at 10 in the morning. But first, hey, I'm gonna take care of my breakfast in the morning. So, like they say, never skip breakfast. That is so true. It can even
Yes.
it has to do a lot with your when I didn't when I used to eat food in the morning time, and I used to go to work, and I was like, I wasn't eating breakfast, and I can just see, you know how my temper was changing.
Yeah.
So now
And
that
I
I'm
wanted
eating
to
breakfast every day, it's helping me a lot.
Yeah,
So
I wanted to say too, I had a traditional Chinese doctor. It's called a TCM doctor. And so she doesn't want you to brush your teeth first thing because there are enzymes and things that happen overnight in your mouth. So when you get up in the mornings, you're supposed to just take a drink of water, swish it around, and swallow because that helps aid in your stomach digestion and does something in your stomach to help your body. And so, like some mornings, I'll get a clove of garlic, just one clove, and just chew it up. It's horrible, but I chew it up, drink that water, swish it around because cloves also help the stomach. Ginger will help your stomach. And if you drink ginger and don't brush your teeth, but if you drink a thing of ginger and it's pretty strong, kind of strong, and then you sit there for a few minutes, your breath will be clean because it's the acids and gases that come up through the mouth, through the stomach, out, that makes your breath smell. But doing that, don't do cloves every day. But like she said, sometimes do peppermint or spearmint, fresh leaves, and just take you a drink of water and swish that around and get that down. And also when you drink lemon, try to do it through a straw because it will eat up the enamel if you do it too often.
Yeah.
hmm.
Those are good
Thank you for
tips.
sharing all that.
Yes. I love all of the
Wow,
herbals.
I love this
Yeah.
group, you guys. You guys have so much. I mean, wow. Thank
And
you,
that's
thank
what
you. I
Kaleidoscope is
learned a
all
lot.
about.
You know.
So, Iris, if you can drop in the chat your contact information so the
Yes, ma'am.
ladies can stay in touch with you. And like I was saying, I'll make sure that you're added to our group me so you can be up with this cohort 4 and just seeing their progress and checking in on them and seeing how their goals are. And then you can also post when you have your next Zumba class in there. So maybe we can come as a group and
I would love
participate
that.
in a Zumba look once, because y'all, that Zumba, boy, it ain't for the weak. That's all I'm gonna say. But I mean, it's fun, but it's like it's a workout that you
It's
didn't know
work.
it was a
You
workout
moving.
until you
Okay.
get about 20 minutes in and you be like, wait a minute, I am profusely sweating at this point. What am I into? But then you're
Let me
like, I'm
tell
not
you,
gonna be the one to stop. So I'm gonna have to go to the I've gotta finish now. So yeah.
there is day I kick my own booty. Let me tell you. And those ladies like, what is wrong with you today? I said, I don't know. I just you guys had more energy than I did. So some days I'm like, you guys are like, okay, let me do this because it is too much. There's days I'm like, oh my God, why did I put those songs in my playlist? And I was able to kick my own booty today. Those days are so hard. I'm gonna put my
Yes.
my telephone number, my email, and I also gonna send you the days that I teach at Crunch Fitness. It's Mondays and Wednesdays.
Okay, so this is
And while she's doing that, I'm going to leave you all with this as far as fitness, and then we're going to hop over into our training session and our homework stuff. But read this and never touch, it says never touch sugar again, but use sugar in moderation. Sugar in your blood is called diabetes. Sugar in your brain is called dementia. Sugar in your teeth is called cavities. Sugar in your liver is called a fatty liver. Sugar in your cells is called stress, and stress leads to cancer. I hope y'all know that. Sugar on your skin is called aging. Sugar in your gut is called inflammation. Sugar in your joints is called stiffness or arthritis. Sugar in your mood is called anxiety or stroke. Sugar can cause so many problems if you're not paying attention. Now, sugar can also cause acne in your face. So if you have a lot of acne and you're trying to figure out how do I get rid of these bumps, these marks, look at your sugar intake and your junk food, of course, because most junk food breaks down into sugar. Processed food breaks down into sugar. Flour, wheat, things of that nature break down into sugar. That's why they say do the brown rice and the be, the wheat bread, because it has a less effect of sugar in your body. So making healthy choices is where we are. And again, Miss Iris, we want to thank you for being here. You're welcome to stay in as we finish up the rest of this session.
I would love to
But
stay. You guys have so much
absolutely.
knowledge that I'm like,
Yes.
thank you guys.
It,
Thank you for allowing me to speak a little bit. This is actually my first time talking, so I'm like really proud of myself. So
you did a good
thank you,
job.
Crystal.
Y'all give
Thank
her a
you,
round of
Crystal. Thank you
applause
for giving me the
today.
opportunity. Yes.
We all need to be able to grow in the things that God has put in front of us. And it's
Yes,
all
ma'am.
about opportunities.
Amen.
It's not about someone being an expert all the time. It's sometimes just listening to the people that are around you. So now I'm going to jump into the portion where you guys learn how to get into your portal. So, in order to get to your portal, you're going to go to wownetwork.org/dashboard. Actually, I'm sorry. You're going to go to wownetwork.org. Yes, dashboard. When you get to your dashboard, if you're not logged in, you're going to create a login based upon the email that you signed up in the class. So if you don't see this and it's saying you need to log in, then all you have to do is go over to the link that says partner and log in. And I've put all of your emails that you used to sign up or you paid for the class with. those emails can be logged into. So once you have an account and you've logged in, when you click on login, if you're not already logged in, it'll say log in or register. Once you register, then you're going to go back to that link, and I'm going to drop it in the chat for you ladies, for y'all that like, come on, make it easy for me. So there's the easy button. You can just follow that dashboard, and you can do it from your phone as well. But once you're in here, it's going to show you all the classes that you're enrolled in. And as you can see, I'm enrolled. Oh, I'm an instructor. Okay, I'm enrolled in one class. So if you don't see your class in there, all you have to do from there is to go to programs. Whoops, I didn't went to the back end. Y'all shouldn't see all that, but you should see programs.
I'm sorry, what did you say our password was?
You would set a password. If you don't
Okay.
have one, you would create an account.
Okay.
Oops, I'm already sharing my screen. And so once you create an account, once you log in, and I'm trying to give you all the things that you'll need, because once you log in once, you should stay in. Or once you create your account, it'll be easier from here on out to get to where we need to get to. But ultimately, we're getting to the Kaleidoscope program. And you should see Start Learning. So if it allows you to do this without being logged in, I'm going to send you that direct link. And if that works for you, it works for you. And we're just going to roll with the punches. So what you'll see is only 2 sessions. The first session is the one that we took last week. And the second one is the one from today, and that's personal growth and well-being. So we focused on your well-being today. And something else that I'm going to have you take before we get off the class, out of this class, is your intake, because you guys haven't done that yet, but we'll worry about that in a second. So here it's all about, you should be able to boost your self-confidence. Being able to boost your self-confidence is another part of your well-being. We focus more on the health part, but there are some things and routines you should have in your life to make it have more meaning. So while you ladies are logging in, I'm going to stop sharing my screen because I got to reshare it so you can hear the sound. I'm about to play a sound clip, and this, I hope it helps somebody when you hear it and see it.
Take excellent care of the front end of your day, and the rest of the day will pretty much take care of itself. Own your morning. Elevate your life. Robin Sharma. For most of us, waking up at 5 a.m. sounds completely unappealing. Most of us would rather spend more time in bed in the mornings and not force ourselves to wake up earlier than we have to. But what if I told you waking up at 5 a.m. was the key to success? In Robin Sharma's book, The 5 a.m. Club, he uses a story to illustrate his belief that rising early is the key to productivity and success. The story follows a billionaire who has decided to mentor a struggling artist and an entrepreneur. The first thing that he decides to teach the artist is the importance of winning the morning. How do you win the morning, you ask? The first concept is the victory hour. Waking up at 5 a.m. is no good if you waste time until 7 or 8 a.m., not doing anything productive. Sharma presents a planned 20-20-20 structure for the time between 5 a.m. and 6 a.m. If you nail this hour, everything in your day afterwards has an easier time falling into place. As you might have guessed, the 20-20-20 breaks down the hour into 3 phases. The first pocket, from 5 to 5:20.
Start making moves with Hosting or Sell. Claim your .com domain for 36 months
Sorry, guys.
and pay only 1 cent.
Is all about moving. This can be a quick cardio workout, yoga, or some weightlifting. The point is to get your heart rate up, sweat, and to get your body releasing cortisol immediately upon waking. Morning exercise gets us into the perfect cognitive state. Pocket 2, 5:20 to 5:40. Reflect. Write down what you need to accomplish in the day ahead, or journal about anything that is on your mind or troubling you. Practice meditation. This 20-minute block is all about focusing and thinking clearly. And the last pocket, from 5:40 to 6 a.m., the last 20 minutes of the Victory Hour focuses on learning. Read a book, listen to a podcast, or study a topic that currently interests you. Use this time to get your brain kicked up into high gear. Two things that we do want to avoid when we are starting the 2020 though. If waking up at 5 a.m. means that you'll only be getting a few hours of sleep, you need to look at your evening routine as well to make sure that you're getting a good 6 to 8 hours of sleep. As the saying says, you can't burn the candle at both ends. Also, 2020 is not a hard and fast rule. It's just a starting point. If you do better with half an hour of exercise and only 10 minutes of reflection, do that instead. If you need to read a book or do your reflection before you exercise, do that. Customize this routine to your personality. Just try to get each of the sections completed. The next concept we look at is habit protocol. The author uses the Taj Mahal as a perfect example for a habit creation and cultivation practice. The Taj Mahal took 20 years to complete, but with a little willpower and a lot of consistency, the building was finally finished. Your habits will be the same. You will need a little willpower to get them started and a lot of consistency to make them to the point where they're automatic. When they are automatic, this is the stage where it becomes part of your routine and you no longer have to think about it. We have done several videos on books that deal with habits, so feel free to dive deeper into this subject with those great resources. The author's next concept is the 4 focuses. Successful people tend to focus better than the average people. Not only that, they tend to focus on key areas. These 4 focus areas are as follows. The first, capitalization focus. We each have certain gifts that we are born with that will come naturally to us if we allow them to. This doesn't happen automatically though. We must search for them and cultivate these talents before they can really help us succeed. Focus 2, eliminating distractions. In the world of social media, it is easier than ever to be distracted. Unless you carefully set your smartphone, it can buzz with notifications almost constantly throughout the day. Eliminating distractions and being able to focus on only a few important tasks is the second focus of the successful. Focus 3, personal mastery. Hate to break it to you, but you will never be perfect. You will always be a work in progress. Sharma recommends focusing on what he calls the 4 interior empires. The first mindset is your self-talk. 2, your heart set is your emotions. 3, health set is your physical fitness. And 4, your soul set, contemplation and meditation on who you are. The 4th focus, day stacking. This focus is where the Victory Hour shows up. Focus on creating great days and making each day better than the last one. Habits and consistency will lead you to success, not bursts of short-lived motivation. The last concept focuses on 10 tactics for lifelong genius. The first tactic is creating a tight bubble of focus. Find or create a place to work that allows productivity and creativity, one that is free of distractions or negative energy, a place that makes focus easy. 2. The 90-90-1 rule. For the next 90 days, spend the first 90 minutes of your workday on the single most important project in your life. Nothing else is worked on or given thought to during this time. 3. The 60-10 method. After your 90 minutes is spent on your number 1 project, break the rest of your workday into chunks of 60 minutes of work followed by 10 minutes of relaxation. Number 4, the daily 5. What are the 5 things that you can achieve each day? Write them down and then cross them off as they are completed. Number 5, the second wind workout. When your workday is complete, give yourself a 30-minute to an hour workout to catch a second wind. This doesn't have to be strenuous. Something like a long walk is perfect. Number 6, 2 massages. Schedule 2 massages a week. Can't make that happen or don't like massages? Schedule 2 activities a week that you enjoy outside of your normal structure This could be coffee with a friend or a nice lunch. Both are good examples. Number 7, Traffic University. If you commute, use this time for podcasts or audiobooks, rather than normal radio advertisements and their idle chit-chat. Number 8, the Dream Team. Find, build, or create a team around you that can help you work on tasks that don't need your specific attention. Delegate away busy work and focus on the important stuff that only you can do. Number 9, weekly design system. Spend time on Sunday giving your work week a general outline. Plan your 90-91 and your 61 sessions, as well as things like your 2 massages, your second wind workouts, and chores, errands, or meetings. And number 10, daily learning. Spend at least 60 minutes each day learning. The best way to keep your brain young and sharp is to spend time each day challenging it to grow and learn something new. Remember, take excellent care of the front end of your day, and the rest of the day will pretty much take care of itself. Own your morning. Elevate your life. Just like other books on morning routines, our key takeaway from the 5 a.m. club is to set up a well-thought-out morning routine to get yourself out of bed, awake, and into a mindset to be productive. The Victory Hour is a perfect place to start customizing your own plan. Like our summaries? Want to see your favorite book, quote, or art?
All right, ladies, what was your thoughts about that?
That's a lot.
It's only a lot because you haven't started yet. But
no,
which
I was like,
impactful?
Not impossible. Possible, not impossible.
I feel like I do a lot in my day that's intentional.
That's also one of my other goals, to wake up at 5. I wake up at 5, but I don't know. No.
I'm not trying to wake up at 5.
I'm trying. I'm like, every morning I say, okay, I'm going to go work out at 5 o'clock in the morning. Not happening. Not happening yet. I go in the afternoons.
So when you think of all of the stuff that was just said, because that was a lot, but that's the 5 a.m. club. So if you're not at your millions yet, find out what you're not doing on that list and start incorporating it as fast as possible. Now, I've watched this for 3 years, and every year I incorporate something else. But when I tell you that there are areas that I just looked at again that I've fell back off, like I started strong last year, some of them, and some of them I fell back off. This is why it's a work in progress. When we are at a spot where we want to do everything, we do nothing. Have you ever noticed that? Like if you're overwhelmed because you didn't made this great list of all your goals, and then you just sit there and look at this list like, dang, how am I going to do all this stuff? Well, it starts with one thing. Do not get overwhelmed with the worry of it all. Work on one thing. Do one thing good every day. Work that into your routine for a week. Now, once it's in the system, do you know it takes 21 days to form a habit? What do you do consistently every single day? If you tell me what you do for 21 days in a row, I can tell you what type of income you're making. So, if you know you've been doing what you're supposed to do every single day, eventually it's going to make sense. But I'm going to give you a quote from the Bible. There is a part in the Bible that says that if you get just a little extra sleep and you stay slumber for too long, then you will be poor. That is in the Bible, in Proverbs. Go and read it for yourself. I'm not making this up. It is really in there. When I read that, I'm like, So this is why so many individuals don't get to where they want to be, because they're not planning their lives in the way. They're stuck. Now, something else they said was 90 minutes a day for 90 days. How many of you all focus on one thing for 90 minutes a day?
Definitely. Yeah.
And just consistent? No.
90 minutes of focusing on something that grows you, not something you already do, but something that's going to take you to your next level. On Saturday, many of you ladies said, of course, your goal is to level up. You have career goals, you have goals in your business, you have money goals, you have fitness goals. Have you dedicated or have you built out the time for 90 minutes a day to work on that goal?
So for the walking, the fitness goals you're talking about?
Uh-huh.
So mine is just for 60 minutes. Now my writing, I do writing for 90 minutes. It's crazy because it's Monday through Friday I write.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like if I miss one day, I'm making it up within that week.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'll eventually reach my goal of how many subjects that I wanted to get done, if that makes sense.
It does.
Okay.
So I want to give you all something to think about. How many hours are in a day?
24.
24. How many hours do we normally work?
8.
8
I only work like
hours.
How
6,
many
maybe.
hours do we normally sleep
8 to 10.
7,
or
8.
that they
6, 7.
recommend?
They
That they
recommend
recommend.
8,
10.
7 to 8 hours.
Yeah.
So if we got 8 hours of sleep, 8 hours of work, what are we
16.
doing with that other 8 hours?
Scrolling probably. I don't know.
What is
Facebook.
happening to that 8 hours?
I'm paying attention to my life because I ain't I'm behind schedule. I will not wake up and be like somebody don't rob me. I ain't doing it. Nope. Not doing it.
Me, I'm holding my
Something is
grandbabies.
robbing our 8 hours.
Yes.
We need
Me,
to get
I'm not
control of that
I'm
other.
not a morning person. I'm not a
And
morning
can I
yeah.
be
person.
honest? I don't even sleep 8 hours. So I'm sleeping 6 hours. So what am I doing with that other 10 hours? So start thinking about what is your commute? Where are you stopping on the way to work? Where are you stopping after work? Are you having to leave work when it's high traffic time? What are you doing in that traffic time? Those 30, those 50, those 60 minutes. There was a point in my life that 60 minutes was me just listening to random music. Now I take that time and I do something productive with it. I'm listening to a podcast. I'm listening to something to take me to the next level. I'm learning a new skill. But if you don't do nothing, don't gossip in that hour. Don't call people that are irrelevant to what you're doing in that hour. A lot of times that's my networking hour too. I will call people that I know I need to meet with and be like, hey, we need to set a meeting. Or can we meet right now? I need to do A, B, and C while I'm in the car. It's a meeting. It's a phone call. So start thinking about the things to make your day more productive.
That's good though. Because I'm sitting up here adding up my time. I'm just to now definitely be paying attention to my hours and what I'm doing.
Mhm. It
And
makes a difference.
can you tell us what that is so I can rewatch that again?
It's in your portal. So if you look in your
Oh,
portal when you get in, and I can walk someone through this, I won't be able to do it today because I have Bible study. But if you'll call me tomorrow, I can walk you through how to get into your portal if you're not able to. And then prioritize your health. We already talked about scheduling your appointments, mindfulness techniques. Choose one technique to work on and develop that this week. That options may include mastering stress, maintaining healthy eating, journaling, avoiding social isolation, keeping deep breaths, taking deep breaths, staying informed about but not obsessed, resting and sleeping well, talking to others, engaging in gratitude, practicing mindfulness, stepping outside into nature, just getting outside, relaxing, playing, exercising, and seeking support. Now, I put these on here But things that you need to also keep in mind is to have a relationship with God. Your relationship with God is going to also help you to get more things connected. Now, if you're in the city of Tulsa, I put together a list, and it's in your portal, of free clinics that you can go to that will help you to be able to get things taken care of, from mammograms to if you have certain things going on in your life. There's a whole list of different medical facilities that will see you for free, including counseling and all kinds of stuff. So check that list out. Okay. The things that I want you to keep in mind is that when you are in this, I want you to stay engaged. So in order for us to stay engaged, we have to pair up. So right now, I'm gonna do a random. We're gonna do this randomly. And we're missing some individuals from the class. So I'm gonna have to do an impromptu. Let me do a wheel of names. We did this before, and it's so crazy how it paired people that needed to be with each other. I can't make this up. Like, I literally cannot make this up.
Magic.
Hold on, let me see. Let me go get the list of names. Okay. And I'll share the screen so you all can see as it goes through. Share.
I have a question real quick. Did you say tell us what our username was going to be for this, or do we make one
It
up?
should be your email, but you would make one up, but your email has to be the email that you had already set. Okay, are you ladies ready?
Hmm?
Let's roll the wheel. Natalie. Natalie is going to be paired. Remove. Natalie, you are going to be buddies with Marlene. Marlene and Natalie. Somebody drop that in the chat for me.
I did. Okay.
Okay, I was supposed to remove Marlene, so hopefully it don't go back on Marlene. Regina, you are going to be paired with
That's
Destiny. Regina
Awesome.
and Destiny. Okay, and now we have Paula is going to be paired with
Camila.
Jamila. And then Delilah is going to be paired with me unless I can get the other person to join that's supposed to join as well. So Delilah is paired with me. So did you all put Delilah with Crystal? So what does that look like? It is your responsibility, and you get to pick the time, the day, but you all are accountable for each other over the next 12 weeks. That means you need to exchange phone numbers, especially when I drop you in the group me. That means that you're going to stay involved with that person. You're going to be accountable to them and their growth. You're going to ask them questions. You're going to find out about them. And in the interim of that, you're going to become so familiar with each other, you're making connections and networks. So Marlene, your buddy is actually in Jamaica, like I said, this week, and she's in Dallas. So all of your meetings are going to be via phone or Zoom. I'll let you all work that out, but I'll make sure that you get her contact information. I'll get you over on that. Everybody else, I am so glad that you ladies are here and that you are accountable. And this is going to be a journey like you've never seen before. You're about to learn things that you never even thought were possible. We're going to be going over nonprofits, business. We're going to be going over finances. We're going to be going over your mindset. We're going to be going over marketing and branding and sales and networking and all the things to make you successful. And you're going to learn all of the ways. So Marlene, she just dropped her phone number in the chat. Matter of fact, everyone on the phone, if you want to drop your phone number in the chat for your partner so that they can go ahead and text you, that would be great. And I will also list all of the stuff in our,
Oh, actually, no.
it's going to also be listed in our portal. And then for as far as Iris and all of the instructors that you're going to hear, they will also be added into the group me. You'll see me get those added in. Oh, let me get the link so you guys can go ahead and get in the group me until we meet next time. Share.
Regina, I think I have yours from, let me just make sure it's the right one. Let's see.
Okay.
Let's see. You'll see some people are already in there. When you get there, some of the instructors are already in there, but if you're not, go ahead and use this link that I'm about to post right now. And guys, unfortunately, I have to cut this meeting. It's not short, it's just we're going to end at 7:30 exactly every single week because I have Bible study and I actually teach Bible study beginning January 29th. So,
A quick question. So that
yes.
homework part, are we going to work on that starting the next one since everybody wasn't here?
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
No,
cool.
no, your homework, you're working on that. That's due. Like if they're
But how
not
do we
here,
know about it since we didn't talk about it?
what, the homework?
Yeah.
You're gonna know about it from your portal. I'm also going to put it in the group me. They're really simple homework assignments. So the homework that's in there right now is reinforce learning and preparing for your next session. That's the homework. So it's not even hard. And then you're going to research your business. That is the other homework. It is your job to research your business. So as simple as putting in some AI agent, ChatGPT or something like that, and just start asking questions about the type of business that you should start. You can use Google, ChatGPT, or any of the things.
So
Any
what
other
if you already
questions?
have your business like it's been
If you already
established?
have one, then you're ahead of the game. So all you have to do is meet with your buddy before we meet, because that is your real homework.
I'm about to have no battery. I'll see you girls next week.
Bye-bye. Have a good night.
You too.
I'm going to
Bye.
see all of you all. Thank you, Iris, again for coming. I dropped in the chat the link for you ladies to join the group me. I'll give you like one more minute before I have to close this live Zoom, but I have enjoyed you all. And I know that you are super already prepared for this journey. You just didn't know that you had these skills. We're just going to bring them to the forefront. And you're going to be like, it could not have been this easy to do this. And you're going to be like, okay, I got this. You've been overthinking it. So now, with the help of your buddy, we're going to help you to get to where you're supposed to be.
Thank you so much, Crystal.
All
Would you
right.
mind
It was
sending me
nice
would you
meeting
mind
you.
sending me that group me thing to my cell phone number?
Yes, I'll send it to
Okay.
your cell phone. All right, ladies. I'll see you all next week.
Have a good night, ladies.
Thank you.
Uh-huh.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
See you next time.
Bye-bye.